Disclosure's here. Well, not quite. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Spirit School. Today was a big day in America. I don't know where you're watching, if you are in America or not, but today the government released a ton of classified files having to do with UFOs, ETs, what I like to call, you already know, our cosmic brothers and sisters, because that's what they are. Big, big day. When I said that, it wasn't quite disclosure. What I meant was, you've heard me say here before that disclosure is near, but it was more so I felt like something big was happening. So I mentioned like next year, middle to the end of next year, something on a large scale was going to happen. Really confirm that they exist, and it's going to be something that can't be denied, whatever this is. What's happening now is these are the stepping stones in preparation to get to that point. And what I got was immediately like to avoid mass hysteria. If you're part of Spirit School and you're watching this video right now, more than likely you are one of those that's not going to be shell-shocked when this big moment of disclosure comes out. Even though some of you feel like you might not, I'm picking up that a lot of people still will feel like this, because it's one thing to talk about it, watch videos, documentaries, see photos. It's one thing to actually physically see one. Just two different things, but some people might be able to handle it. And by one, I mean an ET, interdimensional being. Unless you have come across them yourself already, then you already know what it is. Or have met them in the astral realm. You already know, like myself, right? If I were to physically see one, I wouldn't be too shell-shocked, because already, you know, with my guides, like I've interact with them in the GFL. But that is to say that this is just all in preparation for those who are not ready, are just slowly opening their minds up a little bit more to the possibilities that there are ETs out there, which I'm feeling like it's starting to happen. All the images that's been shown from back in the 50s, like last year literally, and they also released video clips too. This video I've seen before. It's actually made its way onto other alien ET programs, so this is a pretty famous shot. This was my first time seeing this video though. It was crazy how the craft just in a blink of an eye was able to enlarge itself. I don't feel like the craft got bigger. It's just that was its size, but because of its electromagnetic fields, whatever propulsion, jet propulsion, whatever they have going on around their craft, is able to give off the illusion that it was smaller versus bigger. So when I saw this, the first thing I felt was this is definitely not from this galaxy. By that, I mean the Milky Way galaxy. Like, this craft is from another galaxy, and it certainly looks like it too. I was getting this isn't a craft that frequents Earth often. They were just getting the lay of the land. This is not the first time ETs has interacted with our government, like in the 50s. Like, they have been around since, they've been around way before us, obviously. But when in terms of just American history, like, there's been journal entries from George Washington seeing lights in the sky that he had no idea what they were, but they were like leading him to, I forget, is it across the Delaware River? No, Abraham Lincoln wrote about it in his journal. And so it's not new. I mentioned we are returning to ancient Egypt, and that's exactly what's happening, because during those times, our cosmic brothers and sisters were around, aiding, helping the Egyptian civilization, providing knowledge, providing tools, providing insight so that humans can evolve and start brand new again. This is exactly the same thing that's happening now, except this time we're not going to be doing it manipulated by these low vibrational beings anymore. Their time is done. Now we are going to thrive and progress further, because we are going to come to a place of unity, peace, harmony here on this planet, because we are going to realize that the more that everyone works together, the further we get. We're not there yet, but this is where it's headed. We're now building on this positive high frequency versus during those ancient Egyptian times. This is how a lot of them fell victim to that low vibrational energy, because they were also around doing the same shit that they're doing now, masking themselves as others, gods, making people do very disgusting, grotesque rituals, like all of that. So don't think that it was just all glory because they were pharaohs and golds and pyramids. Like, up until our cosmic brothers and sisters left to let us take over and build and evolve, do it on our own, humanity fell right into the hands of these low vibrational beings. Their sneaky, conniving tactics. But it wasn't until, I believe, about or in the 50s, that's when the meetings and conversations with the governments here, not just in America, around the world, started happening. There's just so much going on out there in space. There's literally trade going on. There's literally like resources being exchanged for other resources in between species, civilizations, planets, star systems, like all of that. You'd be surprised how busy it is. It's giving Times Square, TSA type of lines, entries, that kind of thing. We're finally going to be able to publicly and openly be a part of that. It's happening out there. And like I said, I've seen all different types of beings, y'all. So it's not just the typical big head, small short body, big eyes types of ETs out there. They look like all different kinds that you can imagine. This is the reason why it's about easing people into this versus just throwing them into the lion's den right away. But the GFL absolutely had a part in this disclosure, sharing the truth, cosmic truths, which is a big, 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 big missing chunk, missing piece that humanity has no idea about. They've made movies about it, stories about it, turned it into some fan fiction, science fiction type shit, when in reality, it's the truth. As we continue to evolve, everyone will see that what is thought to be fairy tales and fables and tall tales that are actually real. It's like, you know what it is? It's like, for my ladies or men too, but that scene in Sleeping Beauty cast a spell for everyone to sleep. Everybody woke up. Like, that's exactly what's happening. As you're waking up, you can't just, if someone were to jump in front of you, like, boom, good morning, like, it'll scare the shit out of you. Literally just coming out of a slumber. That's what's happening with everyone on Gaia right now. You can compare the person jumping in front of you, waking you up, as information about a cosmic history, cosmic brothers and sisters. Like, you just don't want to do that. A lot of people might fucking just drop dead on the spot because it's too much. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to make sure that this is done in a very gradual, easy flowing, I'm seeing just like in line, like instructions, like going from A to B to C to D, like sort of like that. That's what's happening at this moment. It's very exciting. And my galactic brothers and sisters, they're here. They were waiting for this big moment. This is probably the biggest moment of human history right now outside of the awakening, learning about our galactic truth.